web page. So here's our before shot. This is a complete homepage designed in Figma. You've got your header, your hero section, a few content blocks, a footer, the whole shebang. It's all polished up and ready to be built. And boom, here's the after. Just like that, it's a live, fully editable page right inside WordPress. And I want to be clear, this is not just a screenshot, it's a real Elementor page with containers and widgets and buttons, all ready for you to go in and edit. I mean, you look at them side by side, and the accuracy is just...
If you're a web designer, you know the feeling. You spend ages creating the perfect, pixel-perfect design in Figma, only to face the soul-crushing job of rebuilding it all piece by piece in Elementor. But what if you could just skip that whole step? Today we're looking at a tool that claims to turn hours of that tedious work into just a few minutes.
Yeah, this quote pretty much says it all, doesn't it? It's that feeling of doing the same work twice. You're not designing anymore. You're just meticulously copying and pasting, trying to get that margin just right. It's a total drain on your creative energy. So this is the real problem, right? This huge gap between the design phase and the development phase. Your creative flow just slams into a wall of boring, repetitive tasks. It's not just that it takes forever, it stops you from moving on to the next big creative idea. So how do we fix this? How do we bridge that gap? Well, the solution we're diving into today is an AI-powered plugin. Think of it like an AI assistant, a translator that speaks both Figma and Elementor fluently and does all that heavy lifting for you. Okay, so how does this thing actually work? Well, it's not just some simple exporter. It actually uses OpenAI's Vision model to, literally see your design. It looks at the layout, it understands the structure of all your sections and widgets, and then it writes the exact Elementor code you need. It's pretty wild stuff. And the process itself, it really couldn't be any simpler. It's basically a 4-step copy and paste job. You just select your frame over in Figma, you hit Convert with AI, you copy the code it spits out, and then you paste it right into Elementor. That's it. Your design is now a real page. But hey, talk is cheap, right? Let's see how this thing actually performs. What does it really look like when you go from that static design file to a live, breathing web page? So here's our before shot. This is a complete homepage designed in Figma. You've got your header, your hero section, a few content blocks, a footer, the whole shebang. It's all polished up and ready to be built. And boom, here's the after. Just like that, it's a live, fully editable page right inside WordPress. And I want to be clear, this is not just a screenshot, it's a real Elementor page with containers and widgets and buttons, all ready for you to go in and edit. I mean, you look at them side by side, and the accuracy is just incredible. The layout's there, the styles, the fonts, it's all preserved. And get this, it even builds it to be responsive from the get-go. This is what saves you all that time. It gets you like 95% of the way to the finish line instantly. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds a little too good to be true. And while it's incredibly powerful, it's important to have the right expectations. This thing is an AI assistant, not a magic wand. You'll probably need to do a few minor tweaks.
So, let's just ask the question straight up. Is it a perfect one-to-one conversion every single time? The honest answer is no, not quite. But, and this is the important part, the fixes are usually super quick and really minor.
So from what we've seen, here are the most common little touch-ups you might have to do. Sometimes background images that you set as a fill in Figma need to be uploaded manually. You might have to tweak a little bit of button padding or spacing, and for really complex designs, you'll want to convert them section by section. Easy stuff. And listen, there are good technical reasons for these little hiccups. AI models have what are called token limits, which means if you throw a crazy complex page at them all at once, they can get confused. That's why going section by section is the pro move. And the AI can't export things that aren't proper image layers, like those fill backgrounds we mentioned. These are totally understandable limits, not deal breakers. So when you put it all together, the insane power versus a few tiny tweaks, what's the bottom line? What's the final verdict? Well, it really all comes down to saving your most valuable resource, your time. This is the big promise, right here, a 10x increase in speed. A task that could easily eat up your entire day can now be pretty much done in under an hour. I mean, that is a massive, massive leap in how you work. Let me put it another way.
You're basically getting rid of over 90% of that manual, repetitive work. This frees you up to focus on the things that actually matter, like strategy, user experience, and all the creative details that make a website great, instead of just clicking and dragging.
All right, let's talk about the price. What's this going to cost you? Well, the best part is you can actually try it for free. The free plan gives you 5 conversions a month, which is more than enough to test it out on a real project. And if you love it, the paid plans are honestly a steal when you think about how much time you're saving. Okay, 2 last super important things to remember. First up, privacy. Your designs get processed, but they are not stored. That's a big deal. And second, here's the pro tip for getting the absolute best results. Break your designs down. Don't try to convert a giant homepage in one shot. Feed it to the AI chunk by chunk, and you'll get the cleanest output. And really, that's the question I want to leave you with. Think about your own workflow. Think about your next project. How many hours do you usually set aside for that Figma to Elementor rebuild? Now, what would you do if you got 90% of that time back? That's definitely something we're thinking about.